In about 2 weeks, we're going to start making little text-based games. And so in this video, I want to show you what you can do with random numbers that might be useful in creating an interesting text-based program. So we'll do 3 little examples. The first example is an action chooser. If you are sitting at home and you can't make your own choices, you can have the computer tell you what to do instead. So it's going to display a message that says click OK for me to tell you what to do. And then it'll make a random number between 0 and 4. And then we'll have if statements where we'll say if the random number was 0, then we'll tell the user to do something. And if it's 1, we'll tell them to do something else. So if you want to, go ahead and try and program this in Java yourself as a test. Otherwise, I'll show you my solution right now. So, how do I give the user a message? Well, I could print it in the console like this, click OK, but then there's nothing to click. So instead, let's use a JOption pane. So I'll say JOption pane.show input dialog. You could say click OK for a random choice. And when I run that, you remember it pops open a pop-up window with this message in it. Here's what it looks like. It says click OK for a random choice. If you don't want the box to be here for them to type things in, then you can change this to show message dialog. Okay, so on to the new stuff. Let's make a random integer between 0 and 4. So I've got to create an int variable named choice. And you could declare it on one line and then give it the value on the next line if you want to. And how do I make a random int? Okay, right, so it's math.random. And then I'm going to multiply it by 4 to stretch the interval between 0 and 4. But I want to cast it to be an int. Okay, so this is actually only going to give us an integer that's a 0, a 1, a 2, or a 3. So this is from 0 to 4, not including 4. All right, so I've made my choice. Now let's go ahead and display a message to the user. So I'll say if choice equals equals, 2 equals. So if it's 0, then what do I want to do? I guess I'm going to do another dialog, and I'll say do 100 push-ups today, semicolon. Okay, so now we just need 3 more of those. I'm going to copy and paste. So here you see I've copied and pasted, and I use white space. I use blank lines between each question to make it visually clear how each chunk stands by itself. So if the random number was 0, we'll say do 100 push-ups. If the random number was 1, we'll say bake a cake. If the random number is 2, we will sleep until winter. If the random number is 3, we will spin around in the office chair. And now, when you run your program, it'll tell you what to do. Click OK for a random choice. Do 100 push-ups. Okay. I'm going to run it again. You know, I'm just saying. Click OK for a random choice. Bake a cake. Ah, okay, that's... All right, off I go. And here's the whole program on the screen at the same time if you want to see it. Let's do another example. Okay, let's make 2 random integers and then display their sum. So again, if you want to pause the video and try this on your own, let's say random integers between 1 and 10, including 10. So go ahead and pause it, otherwise keep watching. All right, so random integer. So I'll make an int called a. And this time, instead of declaring it and then assigning it, I'm just going to do it all on one line. I'm going to declare it and give it its value. All right, so it's going to be an int, and I've got math.random. And what's the size of the interval? So it might seem like the size of the interval here is 10. But remember that if I said math.random times 10, this would give us a random number between 0 and 10, but not including 10. So what that means is the largest possible number I'd get here would be 9.999999999, but this chops off the decimal. So really the biggest integer I could get here is 9. And the general lesson is whatever you've stretched it by, you can't get that integer, only one smaller than that. So if I want integers between 1 and 100, including 100, I've got to stretch it to 101. All right, so let's like just write something and then check to see if it makes sense. So here, this is going to be an int between 0 and 9, including 9. But I want to shift that whole thing, but I want to shift that whole interval up because I want the smallest possible number to be 1. So let's add up here 1. So let's see, the smallest thing this is going to be is 0 plus 1 is going to give me 1. That makes sense. The biggest thing math.random is going to be is not quite 10. It's like 9.9999999. So that means when I add 1, it will be 10.9999999. And then if I chop off the 0.99999, I will get 10. Cool. So I think this is really between 0 and 10. All right, now that I've gone through all that hard thinking, let's just copy and paste, and we'll rename the variable. So this is going to generate a new random number, but I'm saving it in a different spot. And now I'll display the sum. I guess I'll make a variable for that, because it's sometimes nice to save your answers in a variable. And so now I'll print out A, and then the plus sign, and then B, and then the equal sign, and then sum. Okay, let's run it. And now it will spit out random math facts at me. Oh, still I'm running the old program. All right, hold on. No more random choosing. No baking a cake. All right, here's the new one. So 10 plus 6 is 16. 5 plus 9 is 14. 4 plus 4 is 8. 7 plus 7 is 14. 7 plus 5 is 12. Okay, and if you want to, of course, you could change the intervals here to have it do problems with larger numbers or smaller numbers. As part of the problem set today, you can take that same idea where you make 2 random integers, but instead of math facts, you can now make it math practice. So you can display to the user the question, what is this number plus that number? And then they can type their answer, and then you can use an if statement to tell them if they got it right or wrong. Okay, maybe that's enough examples for now, so go ahead, good luck on the problem set. Please call me if you need help.